Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple: products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, forgiveness. That is the main objective. That is the main topic of this episode. Forgiving one another. I feel like that is something that we all need to do one day in our lives. To people that we sworn that it's our enemies and stuff. Over petty things. Like, people hold grudges over petty things. That's what I'm like, it's crazy. It amazes me how people would like carry on for years not liking one another over some petty stuff. And I'm like, yo, that needs to stop. Like, that needs to stop. I cannot carry on like that. I seriously can't. There's things that people have done to me, and I'm just all like, and there's been some serious stuff, and I'm just all like, at the end of the day, I gotta forgive them. At the end of the day, I gotta just be like, you know what? Past is the past. If they still carrying that same energy now, yeah, I'm not gonna talk to them. Yep, I'm just all like, I feel like that's one thing where I'm all like, well, shouldn't you forgive the person even if they are carrying that same energy? No, if they're carrying that same energy, I'm like, yeah, you can forgive the person, just be all like, they a misguided child, but you do not have to, like, see, that's the thing where I'm all like, when people think, like, when you forgive a person, like, you gotta, like, be cool with them and talk with them afterwards. You can forgive a person and you can never talk to that person a day again in your life. I feel like, though, forgiving that person and moving on and showing that you're growing as a person, that's the only thing that matters. At the end of the day, it's your mental health that matters, not their mental health. Yeah, their mental health, that's up to them to worry about and to think of. But you as a person, as a temple, as yourself, you should worry about your mental health. So if somebody out there is doing some reckless stuff that you don't like, forgive them, move forward. Forgive them, move forward. Forgive them, move forward. Do not. And I'm going to use a YouTuber as an example. Logan Paul. Logan Paul, he had this 2-year-long beef with KSI. They both said things about each other's families, about each other's personal lives, all of that, And then to hear Logan Paul on his podcast, Impulsive, to hear him talk about how, he's cool with KSI. Like, there ain't no beef between KSI. Even though currently right now KSI is beefing with his little brother Jake Paul. He's like, he has no grudges towards him. He has no hatred towards him. And that's where I'm like, and to see that and then to watch like Logan Paul's vlogs of him, he got a good woman by his side, got good friends by his side. He's out here living life at ranches and all these other things, getting cussed out by Karens and stuff. Like, he is having a good time. And I am glad to see that from him. I am so glad to see that from him. So that's why I'm like, yeah, that's the type of lifestyle that you need to aim forward in life. You forgive those around you, and then after that, you just have fun. You move forward in life. And that's another thing about, like, when you forgive a person, you should definitely don't just hand out your forgiveness. No, the person is going to have to work for your forgiveness. They're going to have to prove, that they're worthy of being forgiven. Because that's the thing, where if the person knows that you're so easy to hand out your forgiveness, oh yeah, they could just go up to you and just be like, oh yeah, sorry for that stuff back in the day, then turn right back around and do the same thing all over again. So that's why I'm like, yo, like, let people work for your forgiveness. Let them prove to you that they're worthy of being forgiven and stuff. So anyways, and to speak on my situations, because there's many beefs that I've been into. Some that I've, we've forgiven one another for the things that we said and done. And then there's some beefs there. It's like we haven't forgiven one another for the things that we've said and done. And overall, with some of the situations, I personally feel like that there's no reason for them to forgive me on anything because I didn't do anything. So that's what I'm like, and that's not me trying to be petty. Like, no, that is how I truthfully feel. I personally feel like that I did not do anything wrong. Like if we're talking, so and I'll get to it. I'll get to it, but I want to talk about like some previous beefs before I get into the main event of beefs that I've ever been into and stuff. So, first beef that I was ever in on YouTube, it was with this dude named Clockwork or Clockword. I think it was Clockwork Cyborg. I can't remember the dude's name, but anyways, we're gonna call him Cyborg. So, Cyborg, me and him, we were getting into a beef over another YouTuber's video. He was trying to get views off of the video. I was telling him like the video's fake, so there's no reason for you to get views off of the situation. One thing led to another, and we were beefing. But we ended up squashing the beef, and we overall went our separate ways. It was crazy because we ended up being cool afterwards. There was a person that was a fan of him. They ended up becoming a fan of me. They were going back and forth. I'm pretty sure people will remember the Glenn Gregan kid that I talked about. And I'm gonna speak on him too. I forgot all about that kid. I'm gonna speak on him too. But that Glenn Gregan kid, like him being annoying, kind of in a way brought me and Cyborg together. Like we overall was being cool at the end of the day. So that's why I'm like, yo, I think the last time I remember talking to him, I was in a restaurant. I was in a restaurant and he messaged me and stuff, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just chilling, eating with the fam and stuff. And then he would start talking about the Glenn Gregan kid. I'm like, oh yeah, that kid is like mad annoying, bro. I'm like, ignore him. Like, leave that kid alone. That kid, he's just out just being a reckless child and stuff. And and then I think we might have talked again after that, but I remember that was like the last memory that I have of him. Is I was I think I was in Black Angus, and he messaged me and we were cool and stuff. It wasn't no beefing, no arguing, none of that. So that's one thing where it's like, I feel like forgiving a person is very easy. Is if you go at the person that you want them to forgive you, when you're going to that person, you can't go at them with an attitude. You can't go at them crazy, none of that. You gotta be a grown man or woman or whatever. You just gotta be a grown up when you're talking to a person. You can't be acting like a child or saying some petty stuff or no. Like, my thing is to place myself in an example. If I want somebody to forgive me, this is how I'm gonna go about it. I'm going to approach that person. I'm going to apologize for the things that I did that hurted them. And overall, then if they forgive me, cool. If they don't, all right, it's too soon. I'm going to try again later in life. And I'm just going to be like, hey, still again, like back in the past, like I just wanted to apologize and let you know. But I'm just like, and then if they still want to hold a grudge towards me, I'm like, look, that's on them. If they don't want to forgive me, that's on them. I'm like, I'm not going to keep trying and stuff. So it's just going to get to a point in time where it's like, if a person doesn't forgive you, yeah, you have the right to move on. You have the right to move on. You can, and that's the thing where I'm all like, I guess on like, if it was like a very, very like close friend of mine, where I would try to prove that I my worthiness of being forgiven and things, like I overall want to prove to them that I'm all like, hey, I want to be forgiven and things, like, so if I gotta go above and beyond, if I gotta come out publicly and apologize to them, if I gotta do whatever I possibly can do and things to let them know, like, hey, like I am truly sorry for what I did and stuff, then yeah, I gotta do that stuff, because that's overall being a grown-up and things. But anyways, so yeah, then me and Cyborg, we were cool. Now to speak on the Glenn, and then did I forgive him for the things that he said to me? Yeah, and he forgave me on the things I said to him. So we squashed the beef and we were cool. Now the Glenn Gregan kid, is it possible for me to forgive him for the stuff that he's done? And that's the thing where I'm like, he was at a young age. He was like between the ages of 12 to 14 and stuff. So I can't really hold anything against him because he was a kid at the time. He is he is 19. So I think he claimed that he was 14, and that now it's like, if I do the math, that he's 19 now. So I would imagine that him being a young adult, like he would realize his mistakes. Like me and him, I can't remember the last time. Last time I think I talked to him was like maybe 3-4 years ago. Definitely, it was like, I think it had to been like 3 years ago, because that's when I remember I was dealing with this one fan base that he was a part of. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like in his situation, like I have to. I know eventually I have to forgive him, but I feel like the situation is so old. The situation happened so long ago, and it's nothing going on right now. But that's the thing. I don't want him to come. I don't want to say that I forgive him, and then he comes at me with the same energy that he had like 5 years ago when we very first met. So that's why I'm like, yo, like, I will forgive a person, but I'm like, I have to be guaranteed that they ain't gonna come at me crazy. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I feel like the situation is still up in the air. I would be willing to forgive a person, to, be cool with them, all of that stuff. But I need to know, like, this, what happened back then, that is over with, that is done. Like, no more. Like, we are moved on from the situation and stuff. But yeah, with him, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, I would forgive him, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, is he still holding that hatred towards me? That's the thing. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what he's doing now. He can still be hating on me. So that's the crazy part about it. This guy can still be on some YouTube channel, just occasionally checking in, just disliking a bunch of videos, hating on me. He could probably be that Twitter hater. Them and the Twitter hater and the Glenn Gregan kid, they act just alike. So I'm just all like, yeah, to, I guess, speak on that guy, the Twitter hater that I was talking about a while ago. He still has his active Twitter account and active YouTube account hating on me and things. So I can't really, I don't know. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't want to, like, insult him. So I guess, like, that's why I'm, like, trying to, like, not do that in this episode, and, like, let them know, like it's nothing but, like, warm hugs over here or something. I don't know. But anyways, I guess with his situation, like, he's still hating on me every single day. He might have his stuff on private, but he's still hating on me on everything that I post and do every single day. So it will have to get to a point where I do realize that, like, there ain't no stopping that. And I feel like that today, that day needs to be today. So there ain't no stopping what he's doing. He's still going to continue. Even if I forgive him or not, he's still going to hate on me and hate on everything that I do. And he's still going to try to give me quote-unquote criticism here. Look, here's the thing. I don't need anything from anybody. So I don't need criticism. I don't need freaking whatever. All right? But if me saying this ends everything, like, if I were to look up one day and then that Twitter account was gone, and he reached out to me and he's all like, thank you for forgiving me. I don't know. But I guess I forgive him. Because, and that's, I'm like, the thing is like, he can still carry on and do what he wants to do and things. This is me growing. I want to grow. I don't want to be held back behind some stuff that's just super petty and stuff. So you know what? At the end of the day, I forgive him. There's nothing else that I can really do or say towards him and things. I said everything that I need to say. I said everything. And you know what? It's like at the heat of it all, like, a person with, me being a little bit annoyed and stuff, I was annoyed. So you know what? That's just what happens when people cross me, and I'm like, yo, there was just no reason to cross me in the first place. So that's why I'm like, I know people are like, well, maybe I should apologize for the things I said to him. And that's why I'm like, I feel like I wasn't wrong for what I said or did. Like, I feel like that when you're being attacked, you have a right to defend yourself, right? Right? And I know these guys is always going to say that I went out of their way to attack them. So what was they doing? Overall defending themselves. I'm not looking for an apology. If he wants to apologize, he can very well do whatever he wants to do. But at the end of the day, apology, no apology, I'm going to forgive him. Because it is most likely the right thing to do. If one day, if he can just be like, you know what, all of this stuff is done and over with, I feel like that can be the start to, I don't know, us being cool, us being friends. That's the crazy thing about it. It's like, you don't really know, like, who you gonna be friends with at the end of the day. Like, people that I'm saying is like my closest friends might end up like stop being friends with me one day, and then who knows, like, my worst enemy can end up being my greatest friend one day. Look at that movie Hobbs and Shaw. all right, jokes aside though, okay, but anyways, but yeah, like, I really referenced a movie, a fictional movie on top of that. But anyways, yeah, if it's like if we end up being cool, we end up being cool. If we don't, oh well. But I'm not going to show any anger or me being upset. Like I said, if people cross me, I will, defend myself. But if people don't cross me, then there's no reason for me to say things. Correct? Correct. So, anyways, there's that. And then who else? Just a Robot. Let's talk about Just a Robot, because I feel like that's another person that was misled and misguided by me. Just overall by me. And I'm not saying, something's wrong with him. Like, I'm not trying to be hateful or say some hateful things or say some petty things or some petty insults and stuff. I truthfully feel like that he's seen one video of mine. He built this character up in his head, displayed that character out on any video that he made about me. And overall, like, the person that he was looking for is that person that he, overall, seen in that one video of mine. So in that, what the one video was, the whole defending reactors. And I don't know. I'm not going to say that he does. Allegedly, he doesn't like reactors. Just based off of past videos I've seen of his and stuff. So overall, so here's the thing. To just pretty much cut straight to it. Do I forgive him? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. I forgive him. And despite all of this stuff that's happened, despite 4 years of ruined algorithm and all of that stuff, you have to forgive a person. So you know what? At the end of the day, I forgive him. I do. I truly do. And hopefully one day, without us going at each other and attacking each other. Because see, here's the thing. I want to use one of my friends as an example. I'm pretty sure everybody knows TURJ, or formerly known as JTV. I call him JTV because that's how I met him. But anyways, me and JTV, surprisingly, we beefed. When we very first came across each other, we were beefing. We were making videos towards each other and stuff. We were just flat out beefing with each other. And that's the crazy thing about it. I'm like, I don't know what led into the beef, but we were beefing with each other at one point. So it came to a point in time where he reached out to me and he was just all saying hey, let's just start fresh and all of that. And I'm like, cool, because we did get off on the wrong hand and stuff. So yeah, let's start fresh. Let's be cool. Sure enough, we were playing Dead by Daylight, Fortnite. We over here supporting each other in our YouTube careers and stuff. So we forgave one another. And that is, and him, somebody, Jay, that is somebody that I definitely, if I were to start up a, have one of those YouTube mansions or one of those big giant YouTube houses or something, he would definitely be somebody that I would probably contact and be like, bro, let's have one of these let's be the next Team 10 but less cringy and stuff, let's start up a YouTube group. That's somebody, he's definitely somebody that I would want to be have a part of a YouTube group if I was creating one and stuff. So anyways, I should create a YouTube group, and it should just be my collaboration channel and stuff. But that's thinking about it. But anyways, and Just a Robot, I know people are would I have him in a YouTube group of mine? That's the thing where I'm trying to do this episode because it is so easy for me to talk about the JTV situation because we're cool now. But that's the thing where I'm all I'm saying that I'm not gonna hold any grudges or act differently around these guys. If I see them and they're being cool with me, I'm going to be cool with them. If it's some fake stuff, then that's on them to think about and things. But overall, I feel like only half of it is being said. So maybe if the other half was I don't know, present, not present, if they came out and said how they overall felt, then they can very well do that. But overall, I'm just not gonna hold any grudges. I'm not gonna hold any grudges towards people. That goes for Just a Robot, the Twitter kid, the Joshua situation. And I know a lot of people would be like, bro, that was your fault. Nope. That's, once again, I'm not trying to be petty. I'm not trying to say that I'm holding a grudge. I'm not trying to say anything. That beef between me and Joshua started because of him. That started because of him. Now, that's one thing that I am going to do. I am going to tell the truth in this situation. Now, I'm not saying that these guys are liars. I'm not saying, because, the stuff that they have said about me, it was stuff that, that was from my videos and things, but a lot of it was taken out of context. A lot of it was taken out of context. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I will forgive Joshua. I will. But that's the thing though, where I'm like, and I'm, you know what, it ain't even gonna be like no deal. Like, I'm not gonna try to like do no deal things, or just be like, in order for me to forgive you, the beef has to stop. These guys can still continue on hating on me, disliking my videos, all of that stuff, making hate videos about me and all of that. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm going to forgive these guys and move on. And I know people will say about the Joshua situation, like, oh, where you made fun of his tribute video for his mom. Once again, a situation that was taken out of context. Show the whole video. Show that I had to and also talk about the whole video. Don't just talk about some things, talk about everything. Okay? Sit down and personally ask me what was what was going through my mind at the recording of that video. Because once again, for that video, for that Roasting Haters video where I talked about his the clip of him singing a tribute song for his mom, I did not know of his mom's passing. So nobody can blame me, or nobody can be upset at me for not knowing. I did not know. So that's, I'm like, people holding that grudge towards me and stuff. And I'm like, how are you going to hold something against me if the person didn't know? So that's, I'm like, y'all going to have to, whatever. However you want to feel about that, feel that way. But, at the, what is this? There's freaking notifications popping up on my computer, then distracting me and stuff. But who else? Minnesota boy. I felt like that situation, there ain't really a reason for me to forgive him. I just feel like that he thought that he was being attacked by me, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not being attacked by you. I'm just letting you know I'm not going to be racist. I guess because I remember he did do that. He was doing live streams in the middle of the night, telling his fans to dislike my videos, but I'm just I don't really care about that. That's something that didn't upset me or make me super mad and things. I'm just so at the end of the day, I just feel like that it ain't not more so on the fact that it's not my place of business, but it's just it just wouldn't make any sense for me to forgive him. And it's not something where I'm holding a grudge. It's just I just personally feel like that I don't need to forgive him on anything. If anybody needs to forgive him, it's his old fans that are white. It's his fans that he the majority of his fans that he offended. Those are the people that need to forgive him. But me, on the other hand, I'm what do I gotta forgive him for? I feel like that somebody like him, if he were to change his ways, without even apologizing towards me, I still would be cool with him. If it's something like that, and that's something he doesn't, I'm not looking for any apology. I'm not looking for, any, he doesn't need to apologize. If anything, he needs to apologize. I feel like that the apology would be one and the same if he were to apologize to all of the fans that he offended. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that I am a fan of him, although I did watch his old videos, and I thought his old videos was pretty good. But I personally feel like that is just it wouldn't make any sense for me to forgive him. I wasn't offended by anything that he did. That's just what he was doing and stuff. Overall, at the end of the day, I'm just all it is what it is with him. But I'm just all I don't really, it's there ain't even a forgiving factor with that situation. So what other situations? The fan that I talked about yesterday, when she compared, or she had my videos in the same, or had me in the same conversation as a New Zealand shooting. Like everybody was saying, she's a child, so a child is just going to, if they're misled, then they're not, well, okay, I guess let me take back that statement before anybody is all what do you say? What did you just? So here's the thing. She did say that, and it was pretty messed up. And at the end of the day, she's a child. She's not going to understand some of the things that she says. So at the end of the day, I feel like that even if she, she does apologize, the damage has been done. Like, and that's something like, quoting my old supervisor. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who we're like when I say that and things. I'm quoting my old supervisor. But like, she can apologize. The damage has been done. I felt like if anybody, like, kind of like along with the Minnesota boy situation, she should apologize to the people that was a part of the New Zealand shooting and using them as like some way of trying to take me off of YouTube and stuff. Like, New Zealand people and me, like, unless there's some people in New Zealand that are subscribed to me, but we have no connections whatsoever, especially with some tragic shooting. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, I forgive her. She's a child. She didn't know any better and stuff. So, anyways, moving on. But, yeah, that's all the people I can honestly think of right now. I guess if I do think of anybody else, then there probably would be a part 2. I'll probably do like an extra because I feel like I talked about everybody that I overall. Oh, and then freaking the one guy, I can't even, like, his name was like Media Commentary or something like that. He was like the last dude that talked about me. He was the dude where he was like, he came out in his video and was all like, oh, I'm willing to forgive TMossBoss if he apologizes and stuff. Even that guy, like, yeah, it's, I forgive him too. I overall forgive everybody. Everybody that's made videos about me, I forgive them all. So now I just feel like it's the, I don't know. If they respond or say anything, whatever they say. Oh, well, at the end of the day, I'm like, it is what it is. But anyways, and I'm not quoting Trump. I'm just, because I've been saying it is what it is for the longest. I've been saying that longer before Trump. So anyways, yeah, but I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service. If you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you are purchasing any shoes or any other items off of the website for CeeLo, you should definitely check them out. They got a lot of cool customized shoes and other customized items on there. Guys should definitely check it out. You use my promo code TMossBoss and it will knock 10% off of your next purchase. So, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.